decided that you wanted to do it?
Yeah, my mind was always made up. It was just waiting on the right time to announce it. Get the information from a lot of people, but I want to compete. That's kind of who I am. That's what I want to do. I look forward to doing everything here. It's kind of the way I was brought up and who I am. So throwing really wasn't a question all the time. It was just a matter of time until we told somebody about it.
Blake, coming off the season that you had at UCF as a program, the two of you here at the Combine, how far would you say the Knights have come from the early days of George to where they are now?
Yeah, it's been a great journey. The guys that were there before, myself and the teammates that I played with this past couple seasons, have done a great job laying the foundation at UCF. Coach O'Leary's done a phenomenal job there, and getting that program ready today. Going 12-1 and winning the BCS game is huge. And I know they're on the path to keep that kind of success up.
Blake, how about you personally? Your meteoric rise in the last year, and do you feel like you belong at this Combine with the elite talent?
Yeah, 100% do. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm invited. I believe that I can compete with any guy here. And that's why I'm doing everything I'm doing. That's why I'm throwing, that's why I'm running, doing all this stuff. Why wait till pro day when you have an opportunity to make your first impression here in Indianapolis? Grew up watching this as a kid and dreamed of competing in it. Why would I sit and play out and do any of that kind of stuff? So just excited to be here and honored to be here, but definitely believe I belong here.
Like if the Texans go with the quarterback and keep the #1 pick, what skill set of yours should they consider over a prospect like Manziel, obviously Bridgewater?
Yeah, I think kind of the skill set I possess is, being able to extend plays, being able to handle a lot of offense.
Wisconsin wide receiver Jared Aberderis, table 5.
A lot of things as far as handling offense, making all the throws. Being trustworthy. I think making the right decisions on and off the field, not embarrassing the franchise or your last name, I think is huge, especially when you're playing quarterback in the National Football League. I think those things, the competitiveness, I think are all traits that are great to have as a quarterback, and hopefully there's other teams that believe that.
Do you feel like you can excite a fan base, like you have a wow factor? A lot of times when people are talking about Manziel, particularly with the Texans pick, being the Texas kid, what he could do to invigorate that city. What do you feel like you can do when it comes to the wow factor and inspiring a fan base?
Yeah, I got no idea. I have no clue how I could inspire a fan base. I know I do everything I could to win, and that should be inspiring enough for a fan base and make them as happy as they can be. And that's all I'm trying to do. Fit in, find your role on the team, and contribute in whatever way you can to help that team be successful.
Like, there's a thought that it may take you a while to...
Do you think you can play it in Florida? I know you played in Florida a lot, but
yeah.
How do you think you'd adapt to playing in a city like Cleveland?
I think it'd be fine. We had the opportunity to play SMU in Dallas this year, and it was like 12, 13 degrees. And we had no problems with it. That's the coldest game I ever played in. Like you said, we do play in Florida and a lot around the Southeast. But we had some opportunities to play in some cold games and handled it well. So that was definitely a good thing to be able to experience.